For my voice disorders course, I made a paper larynx. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain two different joints on here. So the first joint we have is called the cricoarytenoid joint. This is the place where the cricoid connects to the arytenoids, which is the cricoid is right here, and then these are the two arytenoids, so the joint is right here. And there's three different motions that can occur. So the first one is rocking. This is whenever it moves the vocal processes closer together for vocal fold vibration. So they can rock inward, which makes the vocal folds adduct or come together, and then they can also rock outward, which makes the vocal folds abduct, which means going apart. So obviously the blue strings are the vocal folds. And then the second motion is gliding. So this is when the arytenoids move forward, which shorten the vocal folds, or when they move backward, which lengthens the vocal folds. And then the last movement is called rotation, which is like the least likely to occur, but these can rotate, I think inward or outward, and can lengthen or shorten the vocal folds. And then the second joint I'm going to talk about is called the cricothyroid joint, which is the place where the cricoid meets the thyroid. So again, this is the cricoid, and this is the thyroid. So it's the place where those meet. This little button here, those would be the joints. So then there's two different motions for this. It can rock forward or it can rock backwards. So whenever it rocks forward, it would look like this, forward. Whenever it rocks forward, it is stretching the vocal folds because it's increasing the distance between the arytenoids and the anterior thyroid. And then it can also rock backwards, which would look like this. And whenever it rocks backwards, it is shortening the vocal folds. So yeah, those are all the structures. And then another part of this I didn't talk about was the epiglottis, which the epiglottis, whenever we swallow, comes back to close off this portion. If I could do it, closes off this portion so that the food does not go down our windpipe.